Hello everyone, how are you doing? I was not posting my videos this week because recently I caught a disease, maybe COVID, maybe flu, but I tended to think that this was just a flu because I had a terrible heat, fever, running nose. Now I feel a bit better, but I still coughing a little bit and have some headache and fatigue. But I really hope that tomorrow I will fully recover. Have you ever noticed how strange our brain is? It keeps pulling us in two completely different directions at the same time. One part loves familiar things because they are predictable, comfortable, and don't require much effort. We naturally return to the same places, listen to the same music, and follow the same routines because our brain likes knowing what to expect. And at the same time, that very same brain eventually gets bored. After a while, it starts looking for something different. That is why we suddenly feel like traveling somewhere new, trying a different hobby, or changing something in our lives. Curiosity is just as natural as routine. And the strange thing is that modern life gives us more choice that any generation has ever had. For example, open Spotify and there are millions of songs. Or if you open Netflix, you can scroll for half an hour before watching anything. You want a dinner? Hundreds of restaurants looking for a new book, thousands of recommendations. It sounds like a freedom, but too much freedom creates a completely different problem. Instead of enjoying all those options, we start wondering if there is something even better. We compare everything. We hesitate. Sometimes we spend 20 minutes deciding what to watch and end up watching nothing at all. Today, I accidentally ran a little experiment on myself. I finished listening to a song on Spotify and, like always, I was about to search for another track I already knew. Then I stopped and thought, why not let Spotify decide? Normally, I don't do that because I like being in control. I know what I enjoy, so why risk wasting time on something I probably won't like? But this time I left my phone alone, and the next song started playing. I'd never heard it before, and surprisingly, I actually liked it. Nothing incredible happened. It didn't change my life. It simply reminded me how often I stay inside the same comfortable circle without even realizing it. We usually assume We know exactly what we like, but that's only because we rarely give unfamiliar things a chance. Sometimes we reject new experiences before they've even had an opportunity to surprise us. That doesn't mean we should live randomly and let algorithms make every decision for us. Because routine exists for a reason. It saves our energy, reduces stress, and gives our life stability. Without habits, we'd have to think about every tiny decision from the moment we wake up, and that would be exhausting. The goal isn't to escape routine, the goal is to make sure routine doesn't quietly become autopilot. Maybe the answer is much simpler than we think. Keep most of your habits, but leave a small door open for something unexpected. Listen to one unfamiliar song or walk home using a different street. Read a book you normally wouldn't choose. Order something you never tasted before. Most of those little experiments won't change anything, and you will probably forget them the next day. But every once in a while, one of them becomes the beginning of a new hobby, a new favorite artist, a new friendship, or simply a different way of looking at the world. Since today, I've been thinking that maybe happiness isn't about choosing between routine and novelty. We need both. Enough routine to feel grounded and enough curiosity to keep discovering things we didn't even know we were looking for. And sometimes all it takes to remind yourself of that is simply not skipping the next song.